In a universe where life does not end at death, we explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series where Arcantos, chosen of Icroniacs, seeks to uncover the mystery of an evil architect. One that has been planting seeds since before the reset occurred. Follow along as you learn the deeper aspects that plague the realm of Synchronous. Arcantos, you, Sage Aaron, and your little Horacian friend Rats have made it to the final stretch of the Mainframe. Before you are 10 archways, and above you are thousands upon millions upon billions of names in Psyox, stretching upward. You can't see an end to it. Sage Aaron turns to you and tells you to follow him, and then says it is time to make a few calls. He moved to the side to contact Sigmund, and he said that perhaps it's time to reevaluate our situation with Vicroniacs. As you turn towards where you once saw the open archway to where Vicroniacs' chamber resides, you see it again. You walk towards it. And you enter. As you enter through, you see the white space extending across this landscape. But you hear nothing. What do you do?
I call out Vicroniacs.
No response.
Well, I'll probably just walk around.
You begin to walk around. As you do so, you get this feeling. Stretching into the back of your neck. And then pricking at something almost like it's trying to get into your head. And you go to put your hand on the back of your head, and you try to pull whatever it is off. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check. I see you reaching for that D20.
Right.
So
12.
12. You grab onto it, and you are barely able to yank it off. And as you yank it off, you see this. It almost looks like a scorpion that has these claws kind of going down. There are 4 on each side, eight of them, and there is also a long, extended tail that almost looks like it would go to your spinal cord. And it looks like this like metallic thing that seems to be start squirming in your hand, but you have it clenched in your hand. And as that happens, you see the entire space goes from white, and it begins to dematerialize and goes black.
Huh.
And the thing that's squirming disappears from your hand. And then you see all across the walls that are black, you see white text begin to appear. And in the text, you see coming out of them more of these insectoid robotic creatures popping out and falling and then beginning to crawl towards you.
I go for an area where there's no of these insectoids.
Okay, you begin to back up, and as you back up against a wall, and you see right behind you, you're where the archway would be, but you're not able to get through.
Yeah.
And it seems like the insectoids are falling onto the archway and then kind of falling around, and they begin to start coming towards you.
Can I analyze where to go or something?
Go ahead and roll a...
Again, I don't have a strategy.
Roll straight intellect, please.
Someone's not giving it to me.
Dude, get the freaking climber of knowledge.
There's many other ways to get it. You're just not giving the opportunity for one. It's not all about getting it through the system, man.
Go.
Oh yeah.
Just.
I was like, what?
What am I rolling?
13.
13. You begin to look around. You begin to close your eyes. You try to think about like what could get you out of the situation. You remember that you have more power in here than you realize.
So that means can I just like conjure up an image of some sort, like heart image?
What are you gonna conjure up?
I don't know, one of my past memories, something like that. I not anything specific. It's just
okay. Go ahead and roll me the techno link form.
God damn. Okay. It's a 20.
You are rolling really bad, huh?
Yeah.
My dad's walking through. Let him go because he's making his noise.
And he's not like, bang.
Yeah, but he's still talking on the phone. Like, as you do so, you could close your eyes and begin to conjure up an image, any kind of memory that you have, and then suddenly, all of these things begin to disappear. You Here. Arcantos? What are you doing? Get up! It is your mother.
Oh, no, I was saying, I was sighing because it's my mother. That's why.
Yeah.
I know it's the exact same time.
Get up! And you open your eyes and you see her standing there as you are laying on the floor. You have fallen off your bed inside your room.
Get up. Do I look young?
It's time for work. You do. Come on.
And I follow her. Or yeah, I'm assuming a dress.
You follow her into the living room. As you look around, you see the table is filled with empty bottles. You see her grab another bottle and open it up, begin to swig. And she looks back at you and is like, all right, go down there. And you see she points towards the lower vent, in which there are electrical systems that you've been working on for months now to keep heating vented through your apartment complex. Yeah. You are living in the lower slums of the pretermit. Technically within Sector 399, but you're not the criminal syndicates aren't in control of everything of your apartments. They just don't. There's no money funneling this way, so you have to make with what you can.
And yeah, I then decide to work on those electrical systems.
As you do so, I would like you to roll me a mechanics check.
Natural 20, natural 12. 28.
28. As you fix up the heating unit, it begins to funnel through. And then suddenly you see a coded language appear in front of you. And it says, "You can't escape from me that easily, Arcantos." And you see it begin to funnel through as you crawl out of the vented space, and you see it stops right at the vent. And your mother comes over and is like, "What are you doing?" And you see she smacks you across the head. Get back in there.
No.
What did you say to me?
I said no.
She grabs your arm and begins to yank you. What do you do?
I yank back.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check, please.
So, see. So, 20.
You yank back, and she's trying to pull you. He's like, "Stop this, Arcantos!"
I'm sick and tired of your lazy ass ordering me around, doing nothing, and expecting me to do everything on my own. Sure, you gave birth to me, but what else?
And she lets go. She's like, if your father were here.
Yeah, if my father was here. But he isn't.
Don't say that about him. You see tears in her eyes. And she looks angry, upset.
I stretch out my hand. But that doesn't mean that I don't love you guys. Wherever he is, he'll be coming back. He hasn't abandoned us. He hasn't abandoned us yet. Not now. Not ever.
Roll an influence check. Maybe you should use a different dice tray.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true. But
it was a 3.
Yeah, I got a 10.
She looks at you and she's like, and she turns around and she grabs the bottle and just begins to chug it down. And then she wipes her face and she looks around and she's like, ah! As she throws the bottle against the wall, it shatters into pieces. And as it shatters into pieces, you see them all begin to... It begins to slow. And it stops. And you see she stops. And then everything kind of begins to... fade away. You look before you as everything fades away. Your vision comes back to you. You're on the ground inside the node chamber. You see rats. He's kind of smacking you a little bit on the head, on the face. He's like, wake up, wake up. Hey, I think he's awake. Aaron comes over to you. He's like, what happened?
Just had a wild trip. Just went from one reality to another. Is this real?
Yes. Did you speak to Vicronius?
Well, I tried to, but no response.
What?
I think he is fully integrated into the system. First, I was attacked by these insectoids. And in order to escape, I had to recreate a memory. And now I'm here. It says I can't escape from him.
And you see Sejeron stands up, walks over, begins to pace around his hand on his head. It's like Sigmund said. They're losing connection to Vicronius on the surface.
Damn it.
We're now around... We're now around cycle 110. After
It's been
the reset.
80 cycles already? Okay. It's more of a atrocious, horrendous task than I thought.
If things are more out of control out there, we need to get this finished. We need to find Heinemann. And he's inside these nodes. One of the names up there is his name.
Okay. We're not defeated yet. Just gonna catch breath and move forward.
Yes. Do not worry, Sigmund is still working up there.
Are they good?
He had to move our bodies. But hopefully when we wake up we can begin our hunt for this architect.
Agreed.
And he looks over, is like, are you ready to head through the first node?
Yes.
You stand up. And he begins to walk towards the 10 archways before you. Alright. There's a way that we're going to do this. We need to go through each node properly.
Okay.
The first one is going to be 4. Second one will be 6. Third will be 8. Sound good? 4, 6, 8.
4, 6, 8.
You see, he points towards the 4th archway. Let's go. And he begins to head straight towards it. He disappears. Rats looks back at you. It's like, and he crawls up to your shoulder. He's like, if you need any help, just let me know, okay?
Well, thank you. And likewise.
You head up to the
fourth
one.
archery, and then go through with it.
Looking around, you see before you what looks like a smaller lavatory, and people are going quickly through it like you once saw before. You see Sage Aaron walking forward. He seems to be a man on a mission right now. Looking around. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
$27.
Nice. You do a few laps around this lavatory looking for the one light that you need to find. As you do a few laps, you notice something. The one person who isn't going at a quick speed. Inside a smaller room, you kind of open the door. It was already open, cracked open, but you look through it and you see a man kind of rubbing his head, and he just keeps rubbing his head up, like this, and he's chanting something under his breath. You can barely hear him, but it seems like he's saying some kind of formula, and he's thinking. His eyes are this like golden brownish color, and he has multiple enhancements in his temples, and he's just continuing to do this over and over again, and he seems to be sitting on a toilet.
And I'm like, I tell Sage Aaron, maybe he. What about him?
I'm pretty sure this is just his node. I think the best thing we could do is just try to find the light.
Okay.
As you're looking around, you keep cycling through, trying to find the light, and every single time you come to him, and you look at him, and the closer you look, every single time you catch something new about him. He has enhancements across his arms. He seems to be completely enhanced up. And then when you look down towards where he's sitting, you see a light at his crotch.
Yeah, I know.
Between his crotch.
It's like, I think the light could be anywhere of a hole. So, and I just like make him motion like, we've been looking around and around. Don't you think that this, and I point at the toilet, like, don't you think that that's the one place we haven't checked?
Through the toilet.
I mean, I'm appalled as much as you are, but...
Okay, well then are you going to go talk to him?
I mean, I go there.
Okay, you go and open up the door. You see he's still doing the same thing, putting his hands to his forehead.
I swear, the way you do it,
shifting it up.
The way you do it, man, is just fucking hilarious. And it's because, okay, it's one thing to do that, but you're bouncing at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's basically what he's doing.
So he doesn't just do that, but he's bouncing.
He's bouncing. He's chanting this formula over and over again. It seems like he's kind of crazy.
Hello?
And he stops. Then his eyes go from that golden brown to a straight brown. And then he stops and puts his hands down and then looks up at you. Hi.
What were you chanting? If I'm so may ask.
What are you?
A cron.
Z10-6587 times the power.
Power what?
And he looks around. Do you want to help me?
I don't see why not.
Puts his hands to his temple. And he just stares off into space. Rats kind of gets up to your ear, and it's like, do you want me to see if I could help?
How would you help? If I may ask.
I mean, I don't know. I live here.
As long as it doesn't harm him or us, go for it.
Okay, Rats kind of jumps up onto your shoulder and then leaps off. And then goes over to him. And he continues to just stare into blank space. He's like, so, your formula, does it explain what is around us? He looks down and is like, it explains the existential nature of creatures like me and you. At least, that's my hypothesis. So what goes in between all the letters and all that stuff? Like, what does it mean? Are you some kind of scientist as well? Yes, I am an amazing scientist. Haven't you heard of me? No. Oh, crap. Well, you should have heard of me. Maybe you came after me? That is possible, yes. Maybe we can go into the other room and we could see what you have worked on. Yes? Please. Okay. And you see he stands up. As he stands up, you see a light emanates from underneath him. And Rats is like, yes, come with me. And he begins to motion him into the laboratory. And as you kind of like walk, he walks past you, walks into the lab, and he continues to chant that same formula.
Curious.
And you look over and you see the light emanating from the toilet.
It's like, well, mission accomplished.
And you see Aaron kind of walks through after they walk out. And then Rats is like, yes, show me. And then you see Rats kind of looks over at you. And he mouths the words, get me out of here.
And I'm like, And I just grab the fuck out of it. Like, okay, playtime's over. And then
you grab him?
Yeah.
You grab him, and then the scientist looks over and is like, what are you doing?
My little friend here, he has a bit of a migraine.
Oh, yeah.
He might have been a great scientist after your time, but he seems to have not been able to keep up with all that strenuous thinking.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
That's a 9.
He looks at you, he's like, I know he's not a scientist, but perhaps you are. And And then you see he looks past you and sees Sage Aaron looking into the toilet. And then you see he's like, my thinking space. That's my thinking space. What are you doing on my thinking space?
And I'm like, get the fuck out of
here. You grab Rats. You're running to the toilet.
Yeah.
You run towards the toilet and you see this guy come rushes towards you, and you see he moves his hand forward. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
$18.
18. You are able to jump through the door before it closes, and you see he's like, ah! And then you see the door opens back up for him to rush through, and Aaron is like, grab, and he jumps through into the toilet. And as he does, you see right when his feet kind of plant into the toilet, he vanishes. He disintegrates, and you jump in.
And I'm like,
and
next time, I'll come back next time to help you with that formula.
You jump in, and then you hear, and you appear back inside the same node chamber with Rats on your shoulder, and he's like, and he's holding on to you. He's like, just so you know, a lot of people in here have gone crazy.
So I've seen, sadly.
And Aaron is like, all right, 6 now. He begins to
I follow him
walk up to the
6th archway.
6th archway. And each of you all go through. As you look around, you see an armory. And you hear the clanking of metal. Some grunts. And someone scream. As you begin to walk through this space, please roll me a perception check.
$22.
22. You look around and you walk through, kind of checking behind some of the weapons that are on display. And then you look up and you see a platform, and you also see a light shining up above the platform on the ceiling. And you point it out to each of them. As you point it out, you hear someone behind you, Aaron and Rats. You each kind of like turn to face them, and you see a Kron with a completely metallic right part of their face. Their eye is red, and then the other half is prime. His hair is black, and it's bound up into a ponytail.
A man bun? Or just the actual ponytail.
A ponytail. And he has two bangs kind of going down. And he looks at you, and he has a sheath, and he pulls out a long tech saber, shaped like a katana.
It's like, whoa! We're not antagonizing you.
Why have you come?
We're just here to jump place to place. We're gonna leave here as soon as how much we arrived. We're not gonna stay here.
You go through me.
Why? Do you like fighting?
I want a challenge. You seem different than the ones that I conjure.
That's because you didn't... Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. And I look at Sage Aaron like... I mean, do we do this then?
Sage Aaron is like, I'm not a fighter.
Look at Rats.
You think I'm a fighter?
Well, clearly you're not a scientist either, so... Okay, fine. I'll satisfy your curiosity. If it so means that we can leave this place. And I tell Aaron, like, in the meantime...
Your friends can leave after we have finished our bout.
You make it sound like I'm not going to be able to leave.
Because you will be lying on the floor as a corpse.
Well, I mean, the way you say that, I can't help having to fight you now.
And suddenly, you all kind of appear on this dojo floor. You see, he has his blade out. What weapon will you be using?
And then I might as well fucking do it. And
I might as well do it.
Since it's been some time, ain't gonna lie. And use my produce tech feat at rank 5 with a talent.
What kind of weapon? What kind of tech weapon will you be conjuring up?
Do I, as much as maybe I will know, probably, but is there a weapon that could specifically counter a katana-like weapon? Katana would be like swift, one strike, supposedly, one to end it all. Mm-hmm. What is one that could counter it? We could just look. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could just hopefully look it up. We'll see.
Here, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So, what kind of weapon are you using?
Via kind of like a cross between the double Valuge and if I pronounce it right, and a halberd.
Okay.
Would it work though if it's a heavy weapon?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. As he stands there with his katana tech blade, tech saber, you activate your produce tech and create this long halberd-like blade on both sides as you twirl it, and he takes his katana and puts it right in front of him. I would like you to roll me initiative.
And I'm like... So 13.
He's gonna go first.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You see he begins to walk towards you, and then quickly he slides underneath you and goes for a slice, and then back onto your back to slice you on the back. So 2 strikes.
2 strikes. If that's the case,
What kind of defensive form are you using?
let's see. I like to. Can I do a block first and then a dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do however you want. However.
So if it's a block, first block, it'd be for the first strike 6, 12. It's 15.
He strikes. He's able to get past your defense, striking your leg, your calf. Oh shit. 17. 23 to hit on the first strike.
Would that be
So what's your armor rating?
21?
That would hit straight through your armor. So your armor hits would take from that.
So and 17 to 16 then, right?
So what's your armor hits?
Armor hits right now is 17.
17. So armor hits would. So you would actually just take 6 points of damage.
6 points damage to my health, right?
Yeah. That's the first strike as he slices at your legs. You think he was trying to like basically buckle you.
Yeah, and then for the second strike, can I dodge?
Yeah, you're gonna dodge out of the way of his back strike.
That's 18.
18.
Yes.
As he goes and slices down on you. He rolled it really well the first time, and then rolled like shit the second time. But he still hit you.
Okay.
He still hit you, but it was only 11 points of damage. So therefore, it takes 2. What's your armor's resistance?
Piercing and slashing.
Okay, well then it would only take 1 point to your armor threshold.
Okay.
But he slashes your armor in the back as you tried to dodge out of the way, and you turn back around, you twirl your weapon, and you now go for your strikes.
Let's see, is that like what? Wait. Oh yeah. No. I'll ask for the damage, but for the roll
first, yeah. Go ahead and roll your forms. Are you using your function?
Yeah, I use my first maneuver to activate my function.
Which one? You have a stun function, and you have the other one, the dual blade one.
Oh, dual blade one.
Yeah.
I go for the dual blade one.
Okay.
$20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, you use your dual blade function. He goes to dodge out of the way of your strike, but you kind of feint it with a flip of your blade, and you strike it straight into his shoulder blade. Go ahead and roll for damage.
How much? What's the damage for this one?
So it's gonna be it would be 2d12 actually.
2d12.
Unless you want it. Do you want it to be 2d12 or 4d6?
Yeah, I mean 4d6.
4d6. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's no. Would the plus be?
Be plus your heavy weapon.
Okay, that's why there was. So 4d6 plus 6. Okay. Redemption. Shit. 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. You strike into his shoulder blade, and you see it kind of indents into him a bit. You can see some blood. It did strike him, but his armor did take most of the damage away, and he kind of lifts it off with his blade. And you go for another strike. You have a second one.
Yeah, for my last action.
Maneuver?
Yeah. Whoa.
You already used one maneuver. You have
two more.
Two more maneuvers. Yes.
The fuck.
You can use the stun function and the stun multiplier to like.
I'll go for both. I want to attack again with the stun multiplier and stun function.
Okay.
So then with the stun function, that's
This won't do the dual blade function though.
Yeah. This is just one hit. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So he won't have the negative that he would have had.
Let's see. I would want it's at rank 4. I'm gonna use 30 energy. To activate the stun multiplier.
Okay.
Well, no, to use the stun multiplier on the stun function.
Okay.
And then I'm attack.
To make your strike as you activate the stun function, and then you charge it with your own energy.
20.
As you go for this strike, he's able to dodge all the way of it, and you see it, but it is still active with the stun function because it hasn't landed a strike yet.
Okay, so I don't have to. What if I can do my next turn? I could do. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. As he is able to dodge out of the way that strike, he goes in for 2 slices on you.
Let's see. I parry on the first. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to parry on both.
Parry on both?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one on that first one. And the first one with the nat 1, that's 14, and then the second one, it's a 22.
22.
Yeah.
The second one, you're able to barely parry it away, but the first one, you do get a strike landed onto you.
Yep.
Another 23, so 6 points here.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, and then the second one, you're able to parry it away, and he kind of backs up and he says, "You are a worthy adversary."
Well, we'll see if you're a worthy corpse. And then I'll go, and then since the stun multiplier is still active, I would like to. I still have my 3 maneuvers again, right?
You do. It is on your turn.
My first one, I'm gonna use the double bladed function.
Okay.
And then let's go for an attack on him. $22. Wow, I don't know why I couldn't add it up. 22 to hit.
Even with his crit, which would be a 30 total.
And then
minus 10. 20.
Fuck. Crit and yes,
that's why it's so good to have that.
Fucking that's broken.
You go up. He is able to dodge out of the way. It kind of
like the Matrix shit.
Yeah,
there.
It goes by his face, but then you twirl it back around and you hook him into the back, go ahead and roll your damage, which is going to be 46 plus a d4 for the stun.
Oh, it's done. D4.
And you use the stun multiplier on it.
Yeah.
And how much was that?
30
that
energy.
30 energy.
Because I haven't upgraded to
rank
5.
4. Rank 5?
No. I haven't done the rank 5, so
okay,
rank
so
4.
Rank 4. So that will be, I believe that's 5d10, right?
5d10?
Or... No, it'd be 40-10.
40-10.
40-10.
Yeah, because I remember I was able to do it with my dice. 40-10.
Right?
It should be. Well, you can check if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that look real quick. You go ahead and roll the other dice first.
Let's see. 46 plus 6 and a d4. Sorry. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see.
It's 5d10.
Can I borrow one dice?
Sure thing.
Shit, not gonna lie. I thought it was 4. I thought my memory is shitty then. I thought I would do it with all my dice. 4.
Rank 4 each dice for rank 4 is worth 6 energy, I believe. So each dice for rank 4 is worth 6 energy. Therefore, 30 divided by 6 is 5.
Okay, that's why. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So that means if it's 30, that'll be 6. Oh, that's why. If rank 5 would be.
So rank
6
5 is
would be 60
6.
10. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm okay.
Yeah, each rank it goes up by 1. So I believe. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what your.
Okay, before the
extra
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 20 on the first one, and then the 5d10.
Shit, man.
Oh, that was yours, wasn't it?
That was mine.
Oh, shit.
Crap.
10, so it's 20, right? 20, 10,
30.
30, well, 30, oh yeah, sorry. 31, 32,
38,
and then 43.
43.
43 points of damage with stun, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you go and strike into this guy right into the back, he's shocked, and he steps forward twice, and he turns around slowly, and you get ready for your second strike, but you realize he's done, and he's like, and he falls to his knees like, "You have won."
So I have.
You may go with your allies, but tell me this. What is your name?
Think for a moment. Arcantos, the chosen of Icroniacs.
He closes his eyes. Figures. Slain by a champion. He stands up. I honor my word. You and your friends may go. Thank you for allowing me this defeat.
And thank you for being a valiant warrior. I do hope so that you'll be able to find more entertainment in this decadent, yet some type of dystopia of a place. Remember, know your limit, surpass your limit.
He nods. You, Sage Aaron, and Rats all jump up and dive right back into Aaron stands there and he looks over at you. Is like, you're getting better at fighting, I could tell.
Yeah, but I really hope it's enough. I didn't just say that to him so that he could find peace, but also that I could find my peace. That whatever I'm doing, whatever I can do, is of my utmost best without any regrets. In order to do that, I myself need to surpass my limits. So, it seems that we're going to the 8th gate then.
Yes.
Then let's go.
He goes up to it. Each of you go up to it. Aaron jumps through.
I look around.
Right as you are about to jump through, though, you hear something. Arcanto. And you look back. And you see the archway of Archroniax appear. What do you do? Rats looks at you and says, "What's wrong? You're not going through?"
I can assume that he doesn't see it.
No.
Once, shame on them. Twice, shame on me. Arconics, please hang on. Just a little further. And I go through the 8th gateway.
As you enter this next gateway, you see you are in the back seat of a pod that is flying through Vicronix. And at the front seat, who is piloting, there is a figure sitting there who seems to be smiling while he flies through this space. And you're sitting in the back seat with Aaron and Rats.
Nice Nice, comfy. I'm assuming it's comfy.
And then you see a explosion occur as suddenly the pod jerks over to the side, and you see he's the whoever this pilot is having fun.
Wow. Okay. I think this is too much fun for my taste for right now.
And you see they look back as like, I don't remember operating you guys. And you see he's piloting through as suddenly other pods come by behind him and begin shooting at him as he begins spinning around. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, evasive action. you're like evasive action. And like, I'm not the one piloting it. Like, what the fuck?
And he seems to be having a good old time as these ships begin to spin around him, and he begins to fly up into space, and then he does a nosedive straight into them and begins to fire upon all these pods as each of them begin to fall to the ground. And then you see this guy is like, he's incredible.
It's like ho,
and he slows down, and then it continues to go forward as he's like he's laughing at this. And Aaron is like, okay.
That was actually kind of fun, not gonna lie.
He's like, oh, thank you. And he looks back at you, he's like, you're a chosen.
Hey, how do you know?
I could see it. And you see he continues to fly through as you see a lot, like multiple other ships kind of come out from between the skyscrapers as you see them, two rockets begin to converge right onto this pod. And he's like, hold on, and he does a barrel roll and then spins downward as the missiles track onto his pod, and it falls down to the ground. And then you see a huge explosion as he pilots out of it. And then as that happens, he kind of does a huge like 3-point turn, and then he fires off 2 more missiles straight at those ships, and they both kind of get destroyed across the skyscrapers. It's like, oh, much fun. And then you see the skyscrapers all begin to dematerialize. Everything begins to dematerialize as he lands the pod. And then the pod around you dematerializes. And you look up at him. And he's just like, that was great. All right. And you see everything begins to rematerialize into what looks like a nice little apartment complex where you see a kitchen, and he goes over and begins making food.
You know what? I like this guy more and more already. Whoa, that's Arcanto saying that, yeah. And Oscar as well, but yeah.
And then he looks over, he's like, so what brings you guys to my node?
Damn, this guy knows that this is a node. Okay. We're just here jumping node to node, ship to ship, hypothetically speaking. Just so we can reach Sage Herman.
Sage Herman? Sorry for him. Heinemann. Sage Heinemann Volts, Grand Sage.
Yeah, him. Yeah, we've been going through so much that I'm just out of it. Sorry. But yeah, it's Grand Sage Volts.
No, and he points around. He's like, "You're the chosen."
He's my companion.
Yes.
And then he's a stowaway.
He's dead. You two are not.
Correct.
And you're here to meet with
Volts.
Volts.
That's correct.
I know of him.
You know of him?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I was alive during his time.
Oh, really? Wait. I didn't get to ask the others. Are all the others who were going through related to Herman? Volts.
It's gonna be funny when I mean, I'm not gonna be able to see it, but I'm interested to see how he would react to you.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure that even being the chosen of ARCHWAYS, he'll be slapping my face off, but whatever. If you know, I'm assuming you haven't gone out of your node then.
No. But I knew Heinemann when he was alive.
How was he? Like, well, as of a person.
Motivated. Determined.
What was his goal then, if he was so motivated and determined?
His goal was to prove himself.
To whom?
To himself.
So he was never satisfied with what he was, even till the end.
He got the titles that he so desired, but I guess once he figured out what he truly wanted, he realized that it was no place inside true reality.
You realized that too late?
Not too late. He lived for several centuries.
Well, it's gonna be a doozy when we meet him then. But
Tell me, what's going on out there?
well, not saying that we're as much as dark as you are, but after, I'm assuming, yeah, since you've lived at Volt's time, things have been hectic, to a point where, do you know of other realms?
Yes, I know of them.
Okay, I mean, just to make sure.
Yes.
You never know, man. You never know. Well, they had a crisis not too long ago, relatively speaking.
Another one?
Oh, yeah. But this one, you could say it's kind of like a man-made type of shit, but
Handmade.
or not artificially made, but it's kind of weird, putting like that with all it's going now.
What cycle was it?
Well, here's the thing. I was born after this crisis, and they reset the calendar because of this.
Resetted.
They resetted it. Oh, it's called the core reset. So I don't know if there's any
original,
yeah. I can see. You never know when we all started, but yeah.
So you don't know how long the core has been converged?
The last time was it 16? Oh yeah, I think it's been like about more than 16,000 cycles.
Wow.
Then
I was around during the
pre-convergence, I would say. No?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I lived for a very long time, but that's because of phenomenon that occurred when I was young and naive.
Were you the only one infected, or was it just you?
Several of my allies were affected, but then we got split up across Photonic at the time. And when the core finally converged, I was able to find my way to the pillars. But that's because of all the things that I went through allowed me that path.
Oh,
and Aaron seems to be very, like... You look over and you see he is checking everywhere. You think he at first that he's checking to see if he can find the actual...
gate,
the light. But then you get a second glance at him and you see that he's not looking for the light. He's more looking at all the stuff, and then you see him look over. It's like, wait, are you Vector?
Who? I really say that. Like,
It's like, yes, that was what I went by. Yes.
oh, it's not even your real name. Okay.
My real name is Franklin.
Ah, I can see why you go by that name then. No disrespect, just.
And you see Sage Aaron kind of hits you on the shoulder and then says, "This is Vector."
Yeah, and I'm insane, but go on.
He's
Please.
the one that took down the Exender.
Exender. Can you do a lore check?
Roll a lore check. I was also around for the Abyssal Terror,
Okay, now that I know.
but I mean, I didn't really stay for very long. I realized that it was just going to keep happening and happening again and again, and Lothiok would keep returning. He says that.
I'm like, well, I do remember it being called something else beforehand, the Abyssal Terror. So like, well, yeah, Lothiok has been going on and on. Shit. Okay, it's like one of those comic book villains. It's like, that's a 22.
22.
Yeah.
Vector is a legend within the core.
So not just one realm, but all the core.
Yes.
Okay, continue, please.
He's had mountains named after him.
So there's no one Vector Mountain, but multiple Vector Mountain.
It's a Vector range.
Well, are they all in the same place then?
They are on the harbor.
Okay, but that means that it's just on a harbor and there's no other mountain in a different realm that's called...
I mean, maybe.
Oh, goddamn it, okay.
Maybe street names have been named after.
Okay, my bad.
But he is the one that basically took down an evil like cabal of criminals when the core first converged, and there was a legend written based off of him, and he basically lived for millennia.
Yeah.
Multiple millennia.
Not just centuries, but millennia.
And you know that he was feared and respected by a lot
of others.
Yes. But it seems he's here.
I was like, of all the worlds, of all the places, you're here? Very interesting.
Like, so what are you looking for? Next node chamber?
Yes.
You see, he points towards a door in the back, and the door opens up, and you see a bright light. It's over there. Oh wait, so Lothiok came back, is what you said?
Yep. At this point, I don't know if he's gone for good or not, but because of the consequences of him being brought down this last time, it's what occurred, the core reset. And I look at him. It seems that it's been 80 cycles since me and my companion, the ones that are alive, came into the system here, the mainframe. So yeah, we're skipping time, man. But obviously, there's nothing new to use, actually. But
so is Lothiok still wreaking havoc?
No, he's gone. Well, as a consequence of that, but he's gone.
Okay, so you came here for a reason, right?
Yeah, something that's not Lothiok, but it's the same magnitude.
Same magnitude, you saying?
Yeah, assuming. But it seems that he must have already infected or infiltrated the mainframe. And according to what our allies have been telling us from the outside, they're losing more and more connection to Vicronians. So we're trying to find Hyman Volts as much as we can, or as fast as we can. But yeah, that's why we need to go from node to node in the correct order and in rapid pace.
You see, he stands up and he's like, well, you say there's issues with Vicronians? Because this is my home. I wasn't born here, but I've been here for a few years now. And it's been the best time I've had in a long time. So I need to protect it.
Thank you. But and I turned the air on, and I did come into contact, but I did see Vicronians before going to this node. I just really didn't think I should have gone through that gateway where he appeared, because maybe not everything is what it seems to be, especially with that infiltrator here in the systems.
What is infiltrating? Do you know what it is? And Aaron says, we are in search of that. That's why we need Heinemann for his cartographical zone placement. We believe an architect, a rogue one, is behind all of this. And right now, our goal is to find the path to him and then do what we can to stop him. I see. Alright, well, I guess it's about time for me to stretch my sin legs. And he kind of starts stretching his body. He's like, I'll see if I can get a frame out there and help you guys out.
Oh, I know that people can do that.
I haven't done this before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be liking how sins are.
Probably not. Probably maybe go for it, but it's all your choice. We would want the extra help, but if it becomes too complicated, don't worry. We'll save this home.
Nonsense. All of this is going to be complicated. Reality is complicated.
I mean, you're not wrong on that.
But having more minds to navigate it all doesn't hurt. So, let's go. Any motions towards the next node, and he begins to walk. And Aaron's just like, he's just gonna come with us?
And then I look at him.
Right, it's just like, what?
I mean, we do have a prime example with us here. And
I mean, I don't want to be a sin.
I'll make you. No. Yeah, true. But, it's not the first time anyone's breaking rules here, so... What more one of the greatest legends to ever have existed and lived, right in front of our face, break a rule or two?
And Aaron just like, all right, we need to go anyway, so let's go.
Let's go.
You guys go through the next node. You, Arcantos, look around you. You don't see the archways. You don't see Aaron. You don't see Rats. You don't see Vector. You see white space. And then appearing before you, Arcantos. Apologies for my absence.
Cronix, are you okay?
Nexus chambers have been infiltrated. Not to worry. Things are being taken care of.
See, the more you talk, the more I think that this is getting more and more complicated and more dangerous. You don't have to do everything alone, Vicroniax.
I'm not alone. I have you.
Please hold on. Please.
There's something you need to know.
Oh, crap.
On Zega was my friend, brother. He wouldn't have done what he did unless he unless I gave him a reason to. This is my fault as much as it is my kind's. I wish to speak to this adversary that we face.
And you will.
He has advancements that are beyond on even my comprehension.
Well, if he does, he must be really serious on taking on these regal entities such as Synchronous.
I think we are going about his strategies the wrong way.
How so?
He seems to want control.
The fact that he infiltrated the Nexus Chambers does seem in that direction. He could have destroyed everything, but he's keeping everything and making it his own.
That seems to be his goal.
That's more of a means. But what then? The goal would be, what would he want to do with that controlling? Considering how he's going with the lengths, I don't think, in my opinion, that he just wants to control everything. He wants to control everything for something.
That needs to be a shift. I need you back. Find Heinemann. He will be waiting. And you appear with Sage Aaron, Vector, Rats. The archways are all there. And Aaron looks back, is like, alright. The next wave we are going through will be 3, 6, and then 1.
So does that mean that we have to go through there's a possibility we go Archways again?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm assuming that going to the 6th archway will lead to a different.
Indeed.
3, 6, 1.
Yes.
We gotta hurry. Chronic contacted me, and well, he says it's all right, but I don't think he could hold on much longer. They infiltrated the Nexus Chambers. We gotta get vaults and get the hell out of here.
Alright, let's go. You see he begins to walk towards the next node. And that's where we'll end this session.
You're about to president. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we haven't played for like 3 weeks now. Dude.
Oh yeah. For all who's listening, yeah, it's been 3 weeks since got COVID the week after, and then I had some family complications.
Yeah,
last week, and now
there was a huge break in between there for like Reborn in Power playing.
Yeah, sorry guys, shit happened.
Well, I mean, they're fine.
Oh yeah, I mean, it could
we get another episode.
It could have been a 1 week break, but yeah, it had to be 2 weeks.
Yeah, Wow.
No, we're gonna cook some food.
We'll see where we'll be going after this.
Yeah, because I'm starving. Or I just want food. But yeah, pretty hopefully we digested all that information, man. It's like, sheesh.
You got Vector. You got to fight a little samurai Kron.
Yeah, samurai Kron with the katana. Yeah, way of the bushido.
Yeah. Also, you for that session, you get 30 CP.
Oh yeah, 61 now. Oh man, you could have given me 8 more, man.
Why would I do that?
Help a brother out. Brother from another mother.
All right. Well, thank you all. We're just going to cut this one a little short at the end here because we did go for an hour 30.
Yeah. And then if compared to obviously last time, it's so much to talk about because it's like,
yeah.
I mean, at least Arcantus is just
we gotta get it, dumb it down a little bit.
Because the last episode, that was a lot of information, man. Just oof.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't think Arcantos has really digested that much.
Shit's going on, dude. Shit's going on.
And the more he would have been broken, man. He would have been insane.
I'm excited.
Right? Me too.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to the session.
Yes, thank you guys. Hopefully, next episode would be lit.
Oh,
right. Or
hopefully,
yeah. Because if I die or if I'm in a critical state, that is not lit, man. That is not lit at all.
We'll see where you get out.
Oh, fuck you. Be like, what, 200? Oh, 200.
You missed the entire battle.
It's like, whoa.
Crap.
But yeah, thank you guys.
All right. See you guys. I thank you for listening to the Mainframe. The next Mainframe entry will be released in 2 weeks. You can stay up to date using the podcast schedule through arthadiananthologies.com. And if you haven't yet, become a member at Arthadian Anthologies, so you may become a chosen yourself using the new Chosen Creation Study. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.